Darren Sproles from a yard out. And the Eagles are back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax them.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Play action. It's Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. Tyler Lockett, the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man.
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. On play action, it's Wentz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Wentz will try again on second down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jaron Reed breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Bring it to you. Great 15, great 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Black, come on.
Wentz now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 21 yards away. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Wilson on second down, underneath to Davis. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Wilson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, nice. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return stops